Hello everyone, it's just a dad. Today I'm going to do a review on this roborock Qrevo Pro. We've got some muddy paw prints here in the kitchen. We also got a bunch of dirt and debris on this carpet and the floor. We're going to see how well it cleans this, but first let's talk about the robot. Here's the clean water tank. So you're going to fill this up with just clean water. You can add a little bit of roborock solution yourself, but there is no solution tank. Here's the dirty water. We're going to empty this out at the end of the job, see how well it did. Now the robot's going to go around and vacuum your house and empty everything into this self-emptying base. This is a vacuum cleaner bag. So there's a vacuum that's going to kick on and suck everything out of the robot. Once in a while you will have to replace that bag, but it's very, very easy. Now I love that this robot has LiDAR navigation. It's able to map your house very well. And then in that app, you can create no-go zones, no mop zones. And you can schedule for different times of the day, different rooms. It's a very capable app. Now the sensor on the front does not take pictures. It's reactive obstacle avoidance. So it uses lasers. It does a pretty good job with obstacle avoidance. It does have the bumper on it too. Let's undock it. Now this is the dust bin. So when it vacuums your house, everything's going to go into this dust bin. And then everything will get sucked out of this dust bin by that little trap door, and it'll come out here and it'll go right through in there. Now there is a filter. Once in a while you will have to clean that filter, but the dustbin goes there.
Dustbin installed.
Now around back it is able to fill, there is a water tank inside the robot. So as it's mopping your floor, it's got a pump and it can pump some water on top of the mop pads to get them wet to help clean your floor. And there's the charging station. Okay, here are the spinning mop pads. It can raise and lower these mop pads 10 millimeters. We got drive wheels. We have a carpet sensor. These are the fall off sensors, so it won't fall down your stairs. One side brush. Now the mop pads, one mop pad is able to extend. So you can take the mop pads off yourself. But this one, it can extend off to the side so it can clean right up next to the edge, which we will be watching at. This one, it cannot extend, but it just raises and lowers. Here's where the water comes out to wet the mop pad. Now here we have the docking station. Again, it's able to charge it. It's able to fill the water tank. It's able to take everything out of the dustbin. And now we'll have to clean this once in a while. But what happens is it's going to take some of this clean water, put it down here in this bin when it's down here. And then it's going to spin the mop. The robot's going to spin the mop pads, and that's what's going to clean them. So here's the roborock app. It does a really good job of mapping your house. I can put no-go zones, divide it up into different rooms, clean the different rooms on different days. It's just very capable. Okay, I'm going to have it clean this room. The first thing it's going to do is it's going to wash the mop pad. Now it's going to wash it with hot water. Now that's going to do two things. That's going to get the mop pad clean, but it's also going to get it nice and wet so that when it starts mopping, it's ready to go. Okay, so it's done washing the mop. Now it's going to start cleaning. So it's going to go around and do the perimeter of the room first before it does the middle. And it's lowered the mop pads and the floor is wet. It can extend that mop pad. That is so cool. All right, there's the obstacle avoidance. It's sensing that cable there, and it's trying to avoid it now. It's doing a good job. Now when it gets to this carpet, it's going to lift the mop pads automatically and increase suction power. All right, mop pads are lifted, and it increases the vacuum power. Yeah, it's doing a good job cleaning the carpet. We've got a lot of dirt and debris on the floor and in the carpet. Now under kitchen cabinets, it's able to get right up underneath there with extending that arm. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, now it's going back and forth. All right, one pass. I've got it set where it's going to do 2 passes on the muddy paw prints. All right, it's doing the carpet again. It's got the mop pad lifted. Yeah, it's doing a good job on that carpet. All right, back to the muddy paw prints. All right, it's doing a good job. First pass. All right. So in the app, it gives you a live update of where it is in the process of cleaning. Okay, so now it's doing its second pass, going the opposite direction. Now it's relying on those mop pads to capture that dirt and then to take it back to the base station and get washed off the mop pads. That's what it's relying on. Now in the app, you can set it to where it will go wash those mop pads more frequently. That way, the more dirt that it captures, it's able to take back to the base station. It's able to clean the mop pads and then bring them back here where they're clean, and it can pick up some more dirt. We are getting a little bit of smearing. And that can all be controlled from the app. You can have it where it's going to wash those mop pads after a certain amount of time, or on the second pass, or by room. So after it cleans this room, it can wash the mop pads and then go clean another room. Now this was a pretty big mess here, but it's actually doing a pretty good job. There's a little bit of smearing. If I could have it go back and wash its mop pads, I think it would get this. It definitely vacuumed everything up, especially off the carpet over there. Okay, so those mop pads are full of dirt and it's gonna wash them. Now this docking station does have dirt detect. It can detect if the water's really dirty, and it can wash the mop pads more than if they were just clean or not as dirty. Okay, it's gonna resume cleaning now. So in theory, the mop pads are nice and clean, and now it's gonna finish cleaning this room. Okay, so now it's doing a good job cleaning. Yep, that's taken all the streaks out that were left from before. There's a few there's a little bit, but let's give it time. It's gonna go back over this. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Yep, man, it did a great job. There's just one little speck left. You know, it's not vacuuming. So it's just mopping. And it's going back over it. It's coming back to the docking station. It got the floor clean. Okay, now it's gonna wash the mop again. And at the end of the job, it's gonna dry it. You'll hear a fan.
Starting to wash the mop.
Again, this takes about 2 minutes. Okay, so don't go anywhere. We're gonna come do carpet. We're gonna check obstacle avoidance, but we gotta talk. Okay, first off, it retails for $1,000. I bought it with my own money. I actually paid $1,000. And it's got a $200 coupon on it right now. It's 800 bucks. This is a really good price. It's after Prime Days. It's July 29th. It's an amazing price, $800. I cannot believe, we got to talk about what just happened. This remopping. Again, I was not paid for this video, and I bought it with my own money, and I'm super excited. Okay, we have to read the fine print. They need to advertise this more. Roborock, if you're listening, you need to put this in bold, lots of pictures, and explain to people what's going on. So let's read this. It's the intelligent dirt detection. I learned something new. Okay, using a sensor to detect dirty water while mop washing, it prompts re-washing, okay, I get that, of the dirty mop pads. And then it targets specific dirty areas, enhancing overall cleaning and ensuring that your floors are spotless. Whether it's a spilled cereal, muddy paw print, this feature ensures your floors are spotless without the extra effort on your part. So the dirt detection in the dock said when it came back and washed those mop pads, it said the water was too dirty. And then it told the robot to go clean this area again. That's amazing, and they need to advertise this more. Okay, so again, only 10 millimeter mop pad lift, but if you had it vacuum first and then mop, those mop pads would be dry. That's the hardest one to detect right there. So far so good, and I got some really long hair. Let's see how the hair wrap works. Now this robot does not claim to be the best at obstacle avoidance. It's really hard to be really good at obstacle avoidance without having a camera on the front that can really process those things that it's seeing in the front. It's just using lasers to take a picture of it somehow. Yeah, it's going to run that iPhone cable over. That was to be expected. I'm going to pick it up. It'll just get jammed in it. The one I'm really hoping, I wanted to avoid that one. That one's kind of an obvious one. That one's a sneaky one. That's extremely hard to see that. Especially brown on brown like that. The color's got to be super hard to distinguish. Yeah, I was expecting that. It's doing a good job vacuuming. I mean, this is a first pass. This is really, really a lot of dirt and debris. Yeah, I expected that. Yep. No. No. Darn. Nope, darn. I was hoping for something better. Let's try something tall. So it should avoid this. The LiDAR can pick that up. Yeah, it's going around. So something tall, it can go around. It actually did a pretty good job going around it. Okay, let's just take a look and see. It is really... I like to see that there's not a whole bunch of stuff right there. Wow, is that thing full? Wow. Okay, it's doing a great job. Okay, now it's doing the second pass. It's actually doing a really good job cleaning this room still. Even with that filter being really clogged. I beat these robots up pretty good when they run over poop. I have had this in my basement. My basement, if you saw on my map, it's pretty extensive because there's so much stuff. It has not gotten stuck. So the obstacle avoidance is working. I mean, I have stuff on the floor. Like sometimes there's towels, you know, there's cables there. There's always these kind of wheels on these carts and stuff. So it's not getting stuck. I haven't had to go find it and like redock it. That's a pretty big deal for me. Now, so if your dog does have an accident, it probably is going to run it over. If there is an iPhone cable on the floor, is it going to mess it up? No, these things are pretty good about, it'll jam up in there a little bit and eventually stop. I've never had one break because of that. Now, that's not to say they won't. Okay, let's add up the score. A 94A. I originally gave it a 5 on pictures, but this doesn't claim to take pictures. I don't know. It did really good. That's an A. 94, 96, it doesn't matter. It's super good. Mopping around rugs, it's just okay. I did see a few activations. Mop pads are 10 millimeters. That's high, but sometimes things are higher on others. Again, I'm being kind of nitpicky. It's basically got dinged on the dog poop iPhone cable blanket. Light cords, it does really good. It does avoid those. It is relatively quiet. Mopping, vacuuming, and emptying. 94. The price, I gave it a 5. Don't pay $1,000. It's on sale right now for $800. So with that being said, would I spend $1,000? Yes. Yes, I would. $800 is an amazing deal. I think I spent more than $1,000. Okay, I gotta stick my shoe in my mouth. I got it July 18th, which was Prime Days, $700. Oh my gosh, I didn't know. That was, so $800 now, it was $700 on Prime Days. That's an amazing price. Thank you to whoever has been telling, you know, I'm sorry I can't give you a call out. You know who you are. There's been several people telling me to get these roborock Qrevos, and I was fighting it and fighting it. And I'm like, why? I've got the Max V. What's the big deal? What's going on? You know, I just did not want to do it. Well, A, they're expensive, but wow, $700 Qrevo. This thing's going to give the Eufy X10 Pro. I gotta do a comparison. This thing's with this price point. This is going to give the Eufy a run for its money. Now we're still in a different market. The Max V is $1,400. Now this is an amazing mopping, but that $1,400, that's a different line. That's a whole different game. I've got lots of comparisons with it. Okay, roborock, add a solution tank to the Qrevo. Add a solution tank. I've got the S8 Max V upstairs. I don't like it. So I got to be honest with you. I was not looking forward to this video. It's always the video that you're like putting off, thinking it's not going to be that. I thought this video would be like, I don't know why I'm doing this video. It's going to be just a Qrevo. It's just whatever. It's always those videos that you don't think anything of that end up being game changer. I apologize, but thank you to the comments for pressuring, not really pressuring me, but I had several comments. Get the Qrevo Pro, get the Qrevo Master. I did. I eventually did. And thank you so much, because this video turned out, I learned so much. Keep the comments coming. I am on my tablet every night looking at robot vacuum cleaners, what's coming, what's in them for sale. I do appreciate everybody helping me to do this. I feel like we're a team. So keep the comments coming. What robots to do next, what robots you're looking forward to. Keep the comments coming. That's all I'm going to say, especially on this one. Even with all the research that I'm doing, we need everybody. So leave more comments, what robots to do, what you're finding with your robot if you have one, what sales you're seeing, what new releases. I mean, I do appreciate somebody on Instagram. I'm on Instagram also, and a Facebook group page. Those are probably the best ways to communicate with me is Instagram. You can direct message me, and on Facebook group page and Facebook. So, you know, just take a screenshot or whatever and just send it, post it on that Facebook group page. Everybody would love to chime in. And I look at those. Keep the comments coming. We've got to figure this out together. Yep. Now, I've said I would never do, you know, I'm going to buy these robots, but I may do advertising in the future. Now, let me explain. Right now, I would do an ad on this. Roborock, now they haven't contacted me or nothing, but if they contacted me and said, hey, we'd like you to do an ad on this Qrevo, is it the Pro? It's the Pro, yeah. I would say yes, and they would pay me, and then it would be a paid ad. Now, honestly, I could tell you exactly what I thought of it, and it would be a paid ad. So that might be in the future. I don't know. This is my full-time job. I'm trying to figure it out. I want to understand. So this has been just a big eye-opener for me, because I've been wondering, like, how can I do an ad? If I know the product, if I believe in the product, if I trust the product, like, when I mean trust, like I've used it, I know what's going on with it. Now, do I know that there's probably something on here I don't know right now, but I do know, I feel like I do know this enough to where I could tell people it's a good buy, you know. And I think I can earn a little extra money by doing an ad. It'll, you know, I have to disclose all of that. If Roborock ever pays me to do an ad, I have to check boxes that say this is an ad. I have to say it in the video. I have to say it everywhere. Like, I cannot hide that fact. Because recently, Ninja did send this to me for free. And I did do some videos for it. They didn't pay me for the video, but I did do some videos. I disclosed that it was given to me. But I do believe in it. And those videos are honest and true. Like, it is a good product. And Ninja reached out to me and they wanted to send me the brand new espresso machine. And I spent about a week thinking about it, which I probably lost the opportunity just from not jumping on it right away. But they wanted to pay me for an ad, send me the machine, and I waited and thought. And I decided, I did everything up to the point of signing the contract. And then I didn't sign the contract. Because I wasn't ready. This is the format now that I want to do. I'm not going to do an ad on something brand new that's I may not know as well as I should. So if I do this, I want to know it. And then I want to be able to that way I can be honest and I can tell you exactly what it is. So I'm glad I waited on that one, because I'm hoping there will be more in the future. I don't know, there may not be. I may have ruined that opportunity, but at least they know. And I wrote an email that I just wasn't ready. I don't know what I'm doing. I was going to sign a contract and I don't know. I got to do some coaching. I got to get some coaching about influencers when they work with brands and how all of that works. Because I just want to do it right. So I wasn't able to, and then I was questioning whether to do that with my channel, but I think I can do that now. I think if I follow this format of in-depthly getting to know the video, getting to know the product, and hopefully I can do that with me buying it and then maybe get paid for the ad by just doing the ad. So there'll always be all the other videos and comparisons with it. That won't be a part of the contract. I want to be able to compare it to other ones and give you my honest opinion. So again, don't know what the future holds with this. I just wanted to keep you informed of what's going on. I am still buying 99% of the products. That was just kind of a one-off. So, and I will try to, I'm going to take this one upstairs, and it's going to be my full-time one right now. I've been using the S8 Max V and getting ready to do a video on it. It's going to be a little disappointing, but just because it was such a big price tag. I mean, my gosh, what did I say, $600 I paid for this? No, I paid $700 for this. That's just an amazing price. Please, comments, please. I just really do appreciate it. And I got to go. Bye.